Perfect. So I started that, and then again, welcome to the webinar. It's going to be like a 15 to 20-minute session. We will take a quick look at the Brokermint system. This is a simple to use transaction management product. So um, what I will start with explaining you guys how to access the system, because we received all information from Emily, and we set up your accounts. So you have your login. You don't know your password. So that's that. And in this case, what you need to do, you need to go, and let me quickly show you. I will open a new window here and navigate to the Brokermint website. So this is what you need to start with. When you go to the brokermint.com, so it's really simple, brokermint.com, click on the login link here. And when you click on the login link, it shows you a form to enter your login and your password. But you do not know your password yet. So what you need to do, you need to go and use the forgot your password link. So you click on this link, forgot your password, and you need to enter your email address. So enter your email address and click on the send me reset passwords instructions. As soon as you do this, the system will email you a link to set up your password. So that's how you need to start. That's how you get access to your account. So one more time, you go to the brokermint.com, you click on the login page link, and then you click on the forgot your password. And as soon as you click on forgot your password, you enter your email address, and after that you click on the send me reset passwords instructions. So the system sends you an email, and yay, you click on that link, you set up your new password. As soon as you do it, you have access to your account. So that's the way you need to start basically using the system. That's where you need to start with setting up your password. So that's the best option to do it. So let me go ahead and answer one of online chat questions, how to conference in. Here we go. So the next thing that I will show you guys how to use the system itself. Again, it's a simple to use transaction management system. So you will be uploading documents and adding transactions. So in my case, I will quickly walk you through the core functions and explain you how to get a hold of us. So if you need help, if you need, assistance, I'll explain you how to contact us. So when you log in, the first page that you see, if you have access to this page, is your pipeline view. So it's like a simple dashboard that you can use to understand what's going on with your active funnel. Whatever you have, this is what you see. You see your listings, you see your pending sales, whatever you closed. So again, this is your own personal dashboard. It has nothing to do with the company. This is your own. This is what you have in the system. And you can click on a portion of the funnel to see your listings, your pending, your closed, and you can also switch the number here. So by default, we show sales volume, but you can switch and see your net income. So it's a nice dashboard that shows you what that you can potentially make, how much you can potentially get. So it's really simple. Just go ahead and try, basically clicking in different parts of the funnel, as well as when you go ahead and click on any transaction, it will automatically open a transaction for you. Again, this is my demo account. So as you see, I have 25 listings and pending sales in my account. So when you access your account first time, there is nothing you have there. So it's in that case, there is nothing you have. So in that case, you need to create a transaction. You need to create the listing. So that's the next step that I will show you. I will show you how to create a new listing or how to create a transaction in the system. So the way you do it, you click on the transactions page, and if we have MLS integration in place for your company. So if you added a new MLS to your MLS system, and a new listing, I apologize, to your MLS system, that listing can automatically show up in your account. So in that case, you get a notification that, yay, you've got a new listing, so you can go ahead and start from there, or you can create a new transaction manually. So like two options how you can start. So the first option that I will show you is how to create transaction manually. So when you create a transaction, you click on when you want to create a transaction, you go click on the transactions page, and after that, you click on the Create Transaction button. As soon as you click on the Create Transaction button, the system shows you a simple window. So that's where you need to populate your transaction address, city, state, zip, and price. And let me go ahead and quickly create a demo transaction here. Let's say Demo Street in San Diego. We are based out of San Diego, so I'm using this information here. So here we go. This is address, city, state, zip, and price. And then at the top, you select if that's a listing or a pending sale. So it depends if that's a contract, you represent buyer. Okay, select pending. If that's a listing, if that's your listing, you go and select listing here. So that's how you do it. And then let's say listing date and expiration date, that's what I need to populate. So let's say it's going to expire end of June. Here we go. If there are some additional fields that were set up by your company, so in this case, you need to populate some additional fields. And don't worry, they usually become mandatory if you're broker or admin. They want you guys to populate this information. So it's not like you skip that. So if your account is set up to ask you to enter some information, it automatically becomes red, and the system shows you what you need to enter. So it's super simple. Step number 2, that's when connect contacts to a transaction. So like your buyer, your seller, your title company, and give it a description and add. It's super simple, and contacts, they do not have any access to the system. So this is more of like for your reference. The final step, what you do here, and I guess this is the most important part. So this is all about commissions. So this is the place where you enter your gross commission. So that's the first item that you need to populate here, your total gross commission. So if, let's say, this is a listing that we have. So in this case, it's usually 5, maybe 6%. I enter it here. Then I assign my company to the listing side because that's what it is. That's a listing. So you need to click and select your company name. Your company name is automatically populated for you because your account is connected to the company profile. And then you enter listing side commission. So let's say we have 3% listing side commission. And then we have 2% that we, oh, I apologize, 2% that we will be giving to the buying side. And we don't know the company yet, so we can keep it as this. So as you see, we have a simple breakdown, 5%, 3%, and 2%. And the next step, I need to assign myself. So if I am the agent who owns this listing, I need to assign myself. So I need to click on the Add Agent Commission link, Add Agent, and just start typing your name. In my case, I have Andrew McDamo account, so that's the account I need to use. So I assigned myself to the listing side. So that's the way you do it. It's really simple. And then in case you guys are, if that's a contract, so it's not a listing, you don't really know all the information about the listing side, that's a contract. So you represent a buyer and you're buying a property or assisting to buy a property. So in that case, what you do, you enter your gross commission, you enter buying side commission, you do not enter anything here. That's it. So you just skip the listing side if you do not represent a seller. So if you're on the buying side, assign your company, enter all information, you can skip this. And speaking of the total gross commission, you can make it equal to your buying side commission. So that's simple. Once you're ready, go ahead and click on Create. So as soon as you click on the Create button, this system shows you the main page, the page that you basically, where you see all the information that you populated to the system. And the next step, what you need to do, you need to assign a checklist. So you just click on the Add button, and you select a checklist. So again, you need to go and assign a checklist. A checklist is a list of items that you need to complete. So basically what happened, your admin set up a few different checklist templates that you guys can use, and that's how you can upload documents. You need to assign a checklist first. And if you guys have question about the checklist template that you need to use, because in my demo account, I have 2 templates. I keep it simple just to show the system. But in your account, when you log in and click on the Add Checklist, it will give you a few different templates. And that's where you need to double check with your admin which one you need to use. We can talk, nonstop 24/7 about the system, about what it does, all the bells and whistles. But if you have a question about checklist, if you are not sure which one you need to use, go ahead and talk to your admin. Talk to your admin, ask all the questions about checklist templates, make sure you understand which one you need to use, and after that, assign the checklist to your transaction. As soon as you assign, the system shows you a list of items that you need to complete. So that's the next step after you assign. The first step you assign, step number 2, you see that list that you need to complete. So basically you need to upload documents, you need to complete tasks. And I'll quickly show you how to add documents to the system. It's really simple. So when you click on the Add via Email link on the left-hand side, it shows you a unique email address. So the system automatically assigned this address to my transaction, so I can use it to forward documents to my listing or pending sale. Again, this is a unique email address that the system automatically creates a transaction. The system automatically assigns a unique email address to it. And the email option, copy this to clipboard, get back to my Gmail, Outlook, anything else that I use to access my emails. I apologize. And I can forward documents, I can forward emails to my transaction. So as soon as I forward, all attachments, they automatically show up here in the unsorted folder. So the system takes all attachments and shows them to you here so you can assign them to your checklist. So that's the first option. You email documents to your transaction. Option number 2, you can drag and drop documents to your, basically, you can drag and drop documents to your unsorted folder. So if you have, let's say, in my case, I use a Windows-based computer. I have a few PDF files. I have some pictures. So I can just select multiple files and drag and drop like this. So as you see, it's super simple. I can just drag and drop all the files. They end up going to the unsorted documents page. And from the unsorted documents page, I can assign them to my checklist. Because when you upload multiple files, the system doesn't know how to assign. You just uploaded a few different PDF files. So now you need to connect your files to your checklist. And you click on a document, you can preview the document. So you can click on the picture, it will show you the document itself. And then you click on the Assign To, and you can select a document, basically a placeholder that you want this document to be connected to. Hypothetically, let's say this is our legal description. So here we go. Let's say this is our listing agreement. Here we go. So that's how I can connect documents to my checklist. And if I have a multi-page document, I can do some PDF management in the system. I can do split and merge. So let's say we have a PDF document that we received from DocuSign, and I need to split the document and assign individual portions of this document to different items on my checklist. So I can click on a document, select Edit, and select Split. So that's how I can basically split a document and assign this individual parts of this document to my checklist. So I can preview the document, see what is that I uploaded, and ultimately I start splitting, let's say page 1 through page 4, this is my MLS information, 5 through 8, this is my plat map. I do not have to split the entire document. So I just need to complete all the items on my checklist. So if I have a 50-page document, it doesn't mean I need to split the entire document. I can just split, a few pages and say, okay, this goes to this placeholder, page 5 through 8. That's a different document. That's it. There's nothing else I need to do. So that's where, again, it's super simple. Do not waste your time. Do what's needed. You don't need to go through the entire document. So when you assign and you split, all that goes to your checklist. The original file, in case you split, the original file remains in unsorted, so you can still see it there. If you don't need it, you can just go and delete. But the system has unlimited storage, so just go ahead and keep your files here. When you get back to your checklist, you can see that, yay, we uploaded a few documents. We ended up splitting a few documents. So that's how simple it is. And let me go ahead and complete the rest of the checklist. So as I see, I have some tasks, just like a checkbox. I can just go and say, okay, yes, I did this, I did that. So I can keep uploading documents here. I can click and select a document if that's what I want to do. So I can upload documents like this. So here we go. I can just select individual document mode, as well as I can add comments. So on a task level, I can add comments. And the next step, once you uploaded all the documents, the next step, which is your pretty much the final step that you need to complete, that you need to take care of, you need to submit all this information to your admin. So you click on the documents page, and you click on the action button, and you submit for review. So that's what we did. I created a listing. I assigned a checklist. I uploaded documents, assigned documents to my checklist, and now I need to submit. So 5 simple steps: create, assign checklist, upload documents, assign documents, submit. And this is the final step. So when I submit, the system automatically notifies my admin, in this case your admin, that yay, there is a new listing or a new pending sale. They need to review documents and approve. And by default, your documents, they are listed here as uploaded. So you uploaded, but you haven't submitted them yet. And there is one document that we haven't uploaded yet, so this one. If something is not applicable, because this is a list that was designed, in my case, by, let's say, my admin, and I do not have this document. I cannot provide this document. So I can add a comment here, like not applicable, and you give a comment why it's not applicable, and then you can click on the exempt button. So that's how you can let your admin know that you cannot provide this document. Again, you go to the documents page, and then you click on the exempt button. And that's, as you see, instead of the upload option, we have exemption requested. And I can click on the action button and submit for review. So once I do it, all this information goes to my admin. So my admin has to take a look and approve or reject. If something gets rejected, in that case, you get an automatic notification from the system that something is not correct. You need to go and upload a different maybe page, maybe provide more information to your admin. So that's the way it functions. So again, this is the final step. This is how you submit. And then let me get back to the main page for a few seconds. I will show you a few additional bells and whistles. So the main page, when you go to the transactions page, this is the place where you see a list of your basically listings and pending sales. You can customize. So basically, you can add additional columns. You can apply different filters. I don't want to overcomplicate the process. So just try to poke around. Just try to learn the system a little bit. Just explore different functions. So if you want to find something, use search. If you want to change the layout a little bit, you can switch between different views, like show active, show closed, show what's closing this month. You can change the look and feel of this page if you need. contacts page, so remember when we added a new transaction, we had a step where we had to assign contacts. So that's where we have a separate contact management page where you can manage your contacts and you can change, all the information, address, email address, etc. So it's really simple contact management. Library, this is the place where you can see different forms, different documents uploaded for you. So it's like a different templates, maybe like MLS information, I don't know, broker license, E&O information. So go here to find all the documents that you need to use, that you need to access. And then the calendar page, this is a consolidated list of different tasks and documents across multiple transactions. When you have one listing or one pending sale, that's super simple. You know what you need to do. But when you have multiple, like 2, 5, 10, that's where you have a consolidated list across multiple transactions. You can find it on the calendar page. And it's at the very top, you see all your past due items. And I have a lot of past due items in my demo account. But when you scroll down, see what's due today, what's due tomorrow. So it's a simple layout. It's grouped by all items grouped by due date. And on the right-hand side, you see the transaction address. You can turn on different email notifications. So if you don't want to go to the calendar page, you want to be notified about what's due today, what's due tomorrow, go to the notifications page and turn on this notification, tasks due. It's a daily summary. So it's only one email per day. The system notifies you what you need to do today. If there is nothing you need to do, there is no notification. So it's super simple. Just turn it on, and that's how you can see all all the items that you need to complete today. If you don't want to receive this notification, again, turn it off. You can log into the system, take a look at the calendar page, or you can go to the add-ons page and you can turn on the Google Calendar add-on, which populates information about your acceptance date, closing date, listing date, expiration date, or any other core dates that you have within your transaction. So that's where it's like a high-level summary that goes to your calendar, so you know what's going on. And that's pretty much it. Again, it's super simple. So the only thing that I would like to add, I would like to explain you guys how to ask questions. I know it's like a new system, even though it's simple, but it's something new for you. You never used it. You're not quite sure if that's easy or not, etc. So I hope that you have a better idea on how to access the system, how to navigate within the system. But in case of any additional questions, just go ahead and use this button over here. When you click on this button or on this panel, it shows you a few different options. One of them is online chat, individual demo, or different tutorials. So we have a lot of different video guides within the system. So any page that you see in front of you, you can click on this question mark, and you can just see all information about this page on the right-hand side. So if you switch to a different page and click on it, it automatically shows you help on the right-hand side. Or you can go here and click on the chat button and see online chat. And you can ask your questions 24/7. So we are pretty much, one click away from you. You click, you ask, we respond. So that's pretty much it. So that's where I would like to see if you have any questions about the system. So I will unmute. So if you have a microphone, or again, if you use your phone to conference in, you can just go ahead and ask your questions. So let me go ahead and unmute.
Hello?
Hello.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
When under the commission, you have percentages, but what if somebody's doing a flat commission? How do you write that in?
Okay, let me go ahead and answer. So let me just just mute for a second so it's easier for me to explain. So if you have a flat fee, so let's say, and I'll just quickly enter something just to show you. So on the final step, you can enter a percentage. So like have 4 or 5, whatever. But if you have a flat fee, you can click on this option and you can select a $sign and you can enter a flat fee like this. And you can do the same here. You can split this amount, like say it's a 50-50 split of the total gross commission, or you can enter this as a flat fee. So you can say, okay, it's going to be 4,100 here, and it's going to be 400 over here. So that's how you do it. So let me go ahead and unmute and see if we have any additional questions.
When is this active? When will this start?
Okay. Again, I'd like to keep this as simple as possible for everyone. So guys, in case of any questions, feel free to use this online chat within the system. So let me go ahead and so in case of any questions, just go ahead and use this online chat. So that's the easiest way to get a hold of us. Or when you go to the main website, to the Brokermint.com, on the main website, there's a phone number. So you can just give us a call, 8 to 6 Pacific time. So do not hesitate to reach out to us. And then thanks a lot for joining this demo, joining this webinar. Enjoy the rest of your day. And so we have a question. Just a second. Okay, when you enter contacts to the system, let me quickly. When you enter a contact, by default, all contacts that you enter, they become public. It means that anyone within your company can access a contact. If you do not want that to happen, if you want to keep your contact private, so let's say I added a contact, but I don't want to share that contact, you can go to the contacts. You can find that contact that you added, and you can, in this case, it's going to be public. You can click on the Make Private button, and it says private here. In that case, you are the only person who is able to see this contact. So again, the contact management, it's simple, but it has some really good bells and whistles that you can utilize. So in this case, when you create a contact, it's public, so anyone within your company can see this contact. And then if you don't want that to happen, you can just go click on that contact. And again, in that case, you can just click on the Make Private button to make it private. Yes, I assume that you're asking about the system itself. So if you're a buyer's agent, yes, you use the system, you create a transaction, you assign a checklist, you upload all documents according to the checklist, and you submit them for review. So that's the same process, listing or contract. It's pretty much the same process within the system. You follow the same steps. You create, you assign, you upload your documents, assign them to your checklist, and you submit for review. So good questions, by the way. So thanks a lot for asking questions. And again, do not hesitate to get a hold of us. This is how you can ask questions. Just use online chat here. So then, when you go and log into the system, try to navigate, try to learn it on your own, and again, feel free to ask your questions. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of your day, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.